Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to M00NKNIGHT. Welcome back to the World Series 2022. Another round one here today. A best of 9 between HerB and M00NKNIGHT. Down in the south, probably one of the unknown Zerat experts, which is HerB. Down in the south with the blue GLA Stealth. I say expert, but probably wouldn't put him in the same category as like the Marikars, the Excals, the Sizes, Rage, these kind of people. But he does have an expert badge on game replays. Up in the top, we have the red M00NKNIGHT, which is playing with the China Nuke. We're on Tournament Desert. M00NKNIGHT. Don't know who picked the map here. M00NKNIGHT is the host. But you would imagine someone like HerB, who, like I said, or did I say it, played very, very long time ago. Actually, my first 1v1 games were actually... I remember my first 1v1 game on Tournament Desert, or one of my first proper ones. And I was tank up in the north, and or was I in the south? I don't know which position I was in. It's funny how you remember these games from years ago. I spammed loads of gats across the map and lost against the USA. And HerB was giving me tips on how to micro units and stuff, because I just sent them in without any micro at all. Got HerB here going for a terrorist. All the way up into the top. I wonder if he'll actually get in there and kill some trucks, or will he kill his Battlemaster? Kills the Battlemaster, so pretty well done there, to be fair. Other terrorist here from HerB might actually kill something else as well. It's not looking good for M00NKNIGHT this opening minutes. HerB has map control everywhere. Tunnels on the flanks. Only skipped the tunnel back here, but that's perfectly fair, given that he has a good control in the middle and on the right. Terrorist there kills the outpost. I don't know much about M00NKNIGHT, you know. I don't know who he is, if he's undercover, Dark Horse. Don't really know anything about him. Don't know if I've ever seen a game of his before, honestly. I think this is the first time I'm ever watching him. Battlemaster over there on the left-hand side does kill an RPG. Is that a tech RPG? It is. Kills one dozer. The other dozer's over here. HerB could pick them both up and then head over to the left-hand side and kill the other one. The other one's making a run for it already, actually. One RPG gets cleared. There are a few Battlemasters dotted around. Might be able to intercept this technical. Bit of a pop here from HerB. Kills one Battlemaster. Does lose more RPGs, though. Needs to be careful with this technical, because he needs that really to hunt the other dozer. A hijacker actually came out then, but he actually didn't get anything. I think he got run over. Bit of a traffic jam here. Worker has been killed. And you would imagine this squad's going to be killed very soon. It does get killed. Over on the left-hand side, HerB is ready to get an oil. Over on the right-hand side, he's ready to get an oil as well. Sending a rebel over there. That is not a super tech yet. It's still a grenade tech, but either way, drops off some RPGs. Will be able to get a super tech now if it survives. And so far, it is surviving. That Battlemaster is going to be killed in a second. It does get killed now, and that super tech now... Well, the grenade tech can become a super tech. Is HerB going to do it, though? I think not getting that scrap is quite a mistake. Super tech is very, very strong, as you've seen. Super tech's not often end games by himself. But HerB, really good control in the flanks. Really good hold in the mid. Worker dropped off in the base next to the power plant. Now gets himself a super tech. But yeah, he could have got it from there, but at least he gets it anyway. I think he's comfortably winning this game. Outpost spots the worker and the tunnel. Probably going to run over the worker. Does run it over. Super tech now out. Is there going to be a replacement worker by HerB? Is he going to go for that oil once again on the right? There is an Overlord out now, actually. But where is that hijacker? Here he is. Can he get that dozer? You have to question if he's going to be able to get that or not. Another worker sent into the base, but there is a flamer there already. This hijacker, though, what's he going to get? It could be an Overlord out there next. I wouldn't be surprised if it's an Overlord. Could also be an ECM, but it has been a while. I think it's going to be an Overlord, you know. Oh. It couldn't be much worse than that. Yeah, I thought that was going to be an Overlord, but Moon Knight actually made a outpost at the perfect time. It's pretty much the only unit, apart from a troop crawler, that the hijacker cannot hijack and just start wrecking things. But HerB is not messing around. He's not going to fight the Overlords here in the middle. Actually going for a counter attack down the right hand side. Takes out the barracks. ECM rushing to defense. The Overlord's just going to push straight down the middle though, but not sure how many RPGs are inside that building. Super Tech and the quads are wrecking the base. Outpost there is taken out. I feel like Moon Knight might be taking too much damage here. Those Overlords should have immediately gone back. Maybe you could argue should have a bunker or something on the right. Super Tech is really going to work on this Overlord. The Overlord takes, like, what, 4 shots in total? If we count the double shot. 2 barrages of 2. 4 in total. Against the Super Tech to take it out. Oil has been captured by HerB over on the right side. Needs some more workers on his main, only collected on 2. Oil on the right side is cleared. Hijacker is going to grab this flamer. Don't think he'll be able to get any hijackers in the Overlords because that Gatling will detect it. Also, that outpost can detect it as well. The Dozer being a little bit brave. Going to build a Gatling cannon over on this left-hand side. Needs to get a supply back up over on his main, though. John McKellar's now out, and you can imagine these Overlords are going to get sniped. Yeah, it snipes the Gatling one. Tank Hunter's evac. Didn't need to evac both. Where has that Tank Hunter gone? I don't know. Moon Knight continues to press forward. I think he's put it back in there, isn't he? I hope you've all seen that video, by the way, when an Emperor gets sniped on Fallen Empire. Someone takes it with a worker, but a worker actually spawns on top where the Gatling cannon would. I hope you've seen that. You have to have seen that video. Someone's going to have to link it down below. So yeah, a bit of a base trade going on. I don't think Moon Knight can afford the base trade. Honestly, he's low power, trying to build a CC desperately. You don't really want to be base trading a stealth as the nuke, probably. Because the stealth is going to be here, there, and everywhere. There's an extra supply on the left. And yeah, Moon Knight's losing all of his base. Propaganda goes down. The Dozer's moments away from dying. If Moon Knight was clutching at straws, he could, like, drop some scaffolds down here. But it looks like he doesn't want to do that at all. He's actually just rushing out the power. But yeah, GG. He should have gone back multiple times. Should have covered his flanks, I think, before he pushed out. But that's quite a nice game. Quite a nice, entertaining game there. 1-0 for HerB. I didn't really know who was going to be the winner here, to be honest. Or who's going to be the stronger player. I think, based on what I've seen so far, I think HerB's the stronger player. Obviously, he's 1-0 up. It kind of goes without saying. But, yeah, I didn't really know what to expect from Moon Knight. Is it going to be like some Dark Horse or something like that? A Dark Moon Knight, something like that. I don't know. Okay, jumping into the next match. We've got HerB now with the China Nuke. Up in the north with the blue color. Down in the south, we have the Agility Stealth for Moon Knight with the red color. HerB going for a barracks first. Could be an oil cap. Oil cap war factory. I do wonder how much HerB has been playing. He lives in New Zealand, so I'm led to believe, and his time zone doesn't really coincide with the rest of the world, let's say, like the Boykers from America, the Firelord from America, the Excal and the Me from UK, and any player in Europe or the time zones often coincide, don't coincide and conflict, and that means you probably get a lot less games than some of the other people. The only person you could probably spam with in the evenings is probably Scuba, who lived in the UK but then moved to Australia. Their time zones are probably similar. HerB looking like he's going to get 2 oils actually, which is absolutely huge. 2 terrorists dropped off to kill the power. It's not enough. You need the RPGs there as well to support. Power is instantly being rebuilt though. But that tentacle is looking like it's going to go down. Battlemaster comes in, gets the crush on some of these RPGs. And yeah, that attack not really doing that good, really, considering that HerB has just got himself 2 oils. Battlemaster already down in the bottom right. It's going to kill all of them workers. It's a really bad start there for Moon Knight, in all honesty. It's going to creep forward to the tunnel here, but the Gatling defense is already going to be up. Yeah, getting 2 oils, you're really comfortable there as HerB. Technical also runs into the mines. Everything going HerB's way, really. Okay, he lost the power plant, but that's the best thing Moon Knight did. But whilst HerB has managed to get himself 2 oils, definitely will take that situation. Drives onto the mines again. Big error. Don't ever risk mines. Just always stay away from it. Unless you're going for some crazy all-in, you need to go for the TNT. Just stay away from the mines. RPGs put directly inside of the tunnel as soon as they spawn. Battlemaster down the right-hand side is probably going to get in and kill a load of workers again. That's really going to hurt Moon Knight's economy. Losing $1,000 worth of workers. $1,200 worth of workers now. He kills all of them. Yeah, it's just such a huge blow. Especially when the opponent, HerB, is on 2 oils. Don't know if he can come back from that, honestly. He needs to be doing a lot better. And he's also engaged into a Gatling defense of too few units. Loses everything, and that is GG. Yeah, well played from HerB. That looked really solid. I think any player would struggle with the level HerB played out there. He didn't make any mistakes or anything like that. But yeah, Moon Knight a bit lackluster, honestly. I would probably prefer like a 7-worker build order, no arms dealer. Get your oils, spam hijackers and stuff like that. A really bunkery build to start off with. Rather than these weak TNTs and technicals that are just running into mines or not really achieving all that much. Yeah, that's personally what I'd be thinking. Which reminds me actually of like the 2016 World Series Finals when I faced against Tasmania in the first 2 matches when nuke against stealth on that exact map. Highly recommend check that out. Okay, jumping into the next match, we now have HerB up in the north with the China nuke in the blue, and all the way down the south we have a pretty similar matchup. GLA Demolition this time for Moon Knight on Vendetta in the red in the south position. Okay, 2 supplies from HerB. One of them is a bit more aggressive, probably going to be a truck rush. Moon Knight boxing in his workers. A truck rush is out from HerB. Followed by a single war factory and then into a 3rd supply. So HerB will be trying to get as much damage done and distraction done with this first truck and first Battlemaster as he can. Whilst he secures himself a 3rd supply, banks up enough money to then build a second war factory and really start the spam of the Battlemasters from that position. Over on the right hand side, we have a sneaky worker building a sneaky tunnel. Yeah, I do think it's really hard here, to be fair, as the demo. Especially on quite an open map where the Battlemasters are often able to find their way in. All the workers do get pulled. This truck finding its way into the worker line does get 1 worker. No RPGs though, but there's already a Battlemaster here, so tactic is working here from HerB. Battlemaster making its way in. There's a terrorist there, but it's gonna get shut down probably. And all of these workers, even though they've been pulled and not being killed, it's delayed mining time, so it's still economic damage. Lots of mines deployed in HerB's base. TNT on the second war factory. HerB has literally got mines everywhere. Maybe realizing what Moon Knight was doing in the previous game, running into all the mines. Battlemaster taking a lot of damage. Going to eventually kill this technical though. Tunnel on the left, tunnel on the right. This Battlemaster's still chilling here, and Moon Knight is still not collecting on his second. That worker is also idle. And this Battlemaster is still alive, still causing havoc. The technicals are going to take a lot of damage when it explodes. They do press X though, but loads of workers dead again. Worker on the top left is not really getting anything done, and it's just a solid performance from HerB. With Moon Knight not being able to get anything done. Flamer is already at the door of the War Factory. War Factory or Arms Dealer. Going to be taken down. There's one Scorpion here, but yeah, that's already GG, I think. There's no way you can come back from that. Doesn't matter what player name, what level you are, there is no coming back from that. Technical runs into the mines, and I think that is it. Surely? Yeah, GG. Yeah, you can't lose your Arms Dealer. All the attacks just got shut down. Nice solid performance there from HerB. Strategy worked out flawlessly. Truck rush with followed by a Battlemaster. It's really simple build, to be fair, that you see every single day. But Moon Knight didn't have an answer for it, so yeah, GG. Well played. Okay, jumping into the next match. Match number 4. HerB hoping to extend his lead here to 4-0. We have him with a GLA Demolition in the blue, down in the south. Up in the north, we have Moon Knight with the red China Nuke. Maybe he's going to go for the same build order here. Actually, is he indecisive here, or is he faking something? He's faking a second supply, but is HerB going to be waypoint scouting anyway? I think he might be, you know. He is in the zone. He is playing good. I think it's something he might do. Ooh. Moon Knight is trying to fake something, but what is it going to be? Is it going to be double airfield? Yeah, double airfield. Double airfield as nuke. HerB has gone for 3 supplies. I'm just trying to think, because the Helixes are more expensive for nuke than China Vanilla, and all of those tank hunters are more expensive as well. So you're only going to be able to get a bunker licks and a prop tower fast. If you want to get a Gatling cannon on the second licks, you're going to be delayed in getting it because you don't have the cash to do it. But saying that, is HerB going to be expecting this? He's now in the base. He's only just seeing this now. So now he's going to start queuing quads, you have to imagine. What is it? It's actually a Scorpion. Starts dropping down a Stinger straight away. It's a double Helix from Moon Knight. So alarm bells start to ring here for HerB now. So far it's just a bunker licks. That one is... I mean, maybe it's being upgraded to a Gatling cannon now. Yeah, it is now, actually. Yeah, so he's got it. He's got a Gatling cannon and a bunker licks. But there's 2 Stingers building in the base. If they get up, even if one gets up, it might be GG. Quad cannon is out. 2 quad cannons are out. 1 Stinger is up. That's probably GG, yeah. Nah, both Felix is dead. GG. There was a tiny chance there. If he'd have gone straight to the base, took out both of them workers, building the Stingers, and then kept denying any reinforcing workers, and then took out those 2 quads, there was a tiny chance. But letting the Stinger finish is GG. 4-0 for HerB. Okay, next match. We're on Oil Rampage. Up on the top right, we have HerB with the GLA Vanilla in the blue. Down at the bottom left, we have Moon Knight with the USA Vanilla in the red. Yeah, interested to see how HerB does here, because I've literally never seen him play this map in my life. And I can't imagine him playing many 1v1s on it either. But then again, maybe he's been spamming against some players and I just haven't been aware of it. I'm not aware of everyone's 1v1 games. Then again, he could have just watched a load of replays and just practiced against the AI or something like that. I don't know. It's not a fake arms dealer as a lot of people would. The double barracks here, by the way, is to get enough rebels out. Does he have the capture upgrade already? No. This is weird from HerB. He's not researched the capture upgrade from either barracks, but he's still producing rebels from both of them. Yeah, the idea is to get the capture upgrade as fast as possible. Yeah, that backs up me thinking he's probably not played this map very much, doesn't know the optimal build orders. I definitely think getting the capture upgrade from the very start from one of them is good. And also, as the USA, I'd be thinking if the terrorist is not made by the GLA, I'd be trying to punish him by dropping a dozer in there. But the dozer drop is not coming in. Technical is the first unit out from HerB. Going to go down here to deny these two oils. Denies one. Laser lock comes in, almost takes out the technical. HerB was trying to... Oh, he is getting the capture upgrade now. He's trying to capture that one with 2 rebels, though. It's a bit of a mistake. Also captures coming in, as you would imagine on this map. Take RPG in the back, just proving to be a bit of an annoyance. Don't think it's going to cause any real damage. You could argue you could even leave the Chinooks there still collecting. He targeted the worker there first. Personally would have took out the technical or the RPGs first, because the worker had no chance of finishing tunnel in that time, I don't think. But now he's lost a V for it. Forward tunnel there from HerB. He's going for a very fast palace. Yeah, HerB could be the dark horse in the World Series, you know. Even though I'm not convinced that build order was the best in the world, if someone underestimates him and he continues to spam, he's got the potential, you know. He's pretty good, HerB. This forward tunnel may be a little bit ambitious. Over on the right, though, HerB has actually secured this supply for himself. So HerB is actually on 4 supplies on Oil Rampage, which is quite rare. Yeah, given that it's such a narrow map, it's actually rare for you to be able to secure this area and get that supply. Okay, the Soviet spam has started. So far, we've got 2 war factories. Firebase being built on the left-hand side. This oil's still not captured, but he's got a rebel heading over there. Barracks being built by HerB over here. Not sure that's going to be worthwhile. These Vs do run into a technical. Is that a TNT inside of there? It is a TNT. If it had evac at the right time there, potentially could have killed quite a few Vs. HerB now on the quad spam. A lot of V's now from Moon Knight with the battle drones, so if there are quads, the battle drones will distract the fire of the quads. Just kind of chilling at the moment. He's making 2 black markets in his base. Does pop a big load of quads actually to fight these V's. Drones so far taking most of the fire. He actually focuses on this bunker now. But yeah, if he gets search and destroy tow V's, that's going to be kind of hard. Yeah, it does get search and destroy now. No AP ammo just yet. The markets are still building. But yeah, you see these quads very quickly going down. They're all distracted by shooting at the drones. And this whole area here for HerB has been shut down. And we're not having quite good success. He's getting his refinery as well. You know, all of the refinery capture. Players who don't get it usually lose, and players who do get it usually win. HerB only got 455 XP. Moon Knight got more than triple that. No, wait. Yeah, about triple that, not more. Supply being built by Moon Knight on the right now. That's his 3rd supply. HerB got some buggies out, and a Jean Monkel I think I saw go inside that tunnel, but the V spam has properly started. I think Moon Knight should have a third or fourth war factory. Oh, he has a third war factory, actually. So HerB in a bit of danger here, actually, because Moon Knight just needs to attack move across the map. Would like to see him get advanced training. Buggies from range, take out one of the Vs. A10 now coming in, he's level 3. Where's the A10 going to hit? I think there is a decent target because you kill the bunker and the oil. Yeah, very nice. All the RPGs inside of there dead. And I think these Vs can push forward now, maybe suicide themselves, taking some of these oils with them. Or at least get a Colonel Burton over there or something to take out them oils, because those ones are quite exposed. Even though they look like behind rocks and stuff, they can still be killed. Actually, saying that, Moon Knight's already on it. What a legend. Killing the oils. Yeah, scary amount of V's getting up, but there's also a lot of buggies. He doesn't have AP rockets. And HerB not looking for this Colonel Burn. Might find it now, though. It is planting a bomb on another HerB oil. Yeah, this is big losses here for HerB, but he's still not on it. He hears it now, but why is the radar van not heading over there? Colonel Burton is actually ready to plant a bomb on this next one. This is big economic damage. Each one of these is like 1.6 black markets. Going to go all the way in the back. He's going to try and plant a bomb on that one. He's going to get it as well. And there's a particle cannon out. So Moon Knight might be able to get himself on the scoreboard here. Yeah, Jean Mankel goes down. That's distracted HerB and caused a lot of economic damage. Look at all these oils dead. Yeah, that is a hell of a lot. Moon Knight floating over 10k, like 12k now. Another particle cannon being built by him. And another one. Another power plant just to make sure he's got enough power for all these particles. And Moon Knight is just completely in chill mode. I think he's literally gone AFK. Built a particle, built a particle, built a power on a drop zone. Apart from that, he's literally AFK. He does not have advanced training. Well, I mean, floating 10k, you want to have all the upgrades, really. Doesn't, does composite armor even affect the Avengers? I think it did, didn't it? Even though it doesn't show the symbol there, does it affect it? I can't remember. I think someone told me it did, but it might be wrong. Okay, HerB with a bit of an attack of his own here. Losing some stuff. But he did want to kill that oil. But yeah, he is actually being forced back. He's killed 2 Vs, but how much stuff is he going to lose for that? Avengers now with this army, but so far not really deflecting many rocket missiles there with the buggies, but there's 3 particles now out. A few Scud Storms now being built, but 1 particle cannon there. Look how condensed that base is. You could literally go from there over there and wipe out 4 all in one go. You might even get these barracks as well. That's a lot of buildings ready to be killed. Okay, buggy's pressing forward now for HerB. Going a little bit too close. And Colonel Burton is killing the buggies on the exit. Only 3 buggies now still alive. I think a lot of players resort back to this line. You've got to remember you've still got this oil to worry about, so I would creep forward. You've still got presence here. You've got your Jarman and your buggies. Yeah, make a line of tunnels here because you need to protect that oil, especially having lost already a lot of them anyway. 1 Scud Storm is up. A10 coming through. Have to imagine it's going to be on that back one there. Not going to be any form of a pop here from HerB, and he's losing so many oils and he's losing the super weapon battle. So yeah, he's in a bad way. He needs to get power or something, maybe a Jarman on a bike in order to win. But yeah, Moon Knight is fighting for his survival in this tournament. He's not giving up anytime soon. He cannot lose any more games. HerB does have AP rockets now, by the way. I think HerB might be overdoing it with the markets. Yeah, I definitely think a position he should be in is you should have more oils alive because he should have saved more. And then you should have more scud storms rather than the extra markets he's built to replace the oils that have lost. He lost a lot of buggies there, to be fair. I only killed one firebase for it. Buggies coming in again. Probably will finish this firebase, yeah. But the buggies are going to be chased out. Another scud storm and another number, probably. I never really used the hotkey for a beacon, but I think it's Control and B. If you press Control and B and then click on the map, you will place a beacon. Colonel Burn is wrecking so many buggies. There's a demo trap here as well. I wonder if the demo trap will kill Burn. He's going to actually run into a tunnel by the looks of things. Particle cannon is used on the markets in the back of the base, and HerB's economy is just so wrecked. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you see, that's still got some power in it, so you could have done it the other way and then finished on the barracks. I know it's only minor, but you will still take two barracks down with you, because then it's cost of 1,000 that he has to rebuild. Okay, a few buggies down on the left-hand side. Wants to stay away from that Colonel Burton wherever he has gone now. Did he die to the tunnel in the end? Firebase on the left does go down. The huge army is moving in that direction there. But will it make a difference, though? I think that oil there is still going to get picked off, you know? Yeah, one oil goes down. There's a Comanche on the way. Just to scare these buggies off, but the buggies are going back anyway. Big V-push straight down the middle. Now, normally this attack is kind of forced right into the middle because of that bunker and that bunker, but that one's actually blocked mostly by the black market, and that one's already been killed by the A10. But Moon Knight doesn't care. He's going to kill that market anyway. I do think he should have just gone more right rather than even bothering with that bunker, but a massive attack here, and there's two particle cannons going to be ready. Where are these particle cannons going to hit? Particle cannon hits the palace, and will HerB be able to hold that without the palace? The V's are pushing deeper into the base. There is another palace over on the left-hand side. I'm not convinced it's got any RPGs inside of it, but HerB is staring at his first defeat in the World Series here. Too many V's. He does have advanced training now, by the way. Search and destroy advantage. Another particle cannon trying to kill this scud before it launches. Comanche's now heading over. And this is really impressive from Moon Knight. Very, very nice indeed. Maybe HerB got a little bit overconfident. Maybe he didn't play his absolute best. But I think Moon Knight did really, really well there, to be fair. Yeah, 4-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next match. Now have HerB down in the bottom left and the USA Vanilla in the blue. Up in the top right, we have Moon Knight with the red GLA Vanilla. I think played perfectly. I prefer the GLA. Because you get the bounty money, you get to quads, and you camp with buggies. I think I do prefer the GLA. I suppose as the USA, you do get the better support powers. A10, Inspector, Fuel Air Bomb, and all that. The oils are eventually going to go down, you would imagine. For the GLA from Moon Knight, we've actually got 2 supplies and 2... Ooh! Yeah, 2 supplies and 2 arms dealer build. Has HerB spotted that?
What's the mission, sir? What's the mission,
Did not expect that here from Moon Knight. He's going to be going for a lot of technicals early on to shut down all of these ranges, capturing all the oils. Not really thought about doing that before. How is that going to work out? Problem is, because it is so narrow, if you get a few fire bases up and then secure these oils and then start making units, the opponent then doesn't have the oils. He's also making a tunnel back here. Maybe you do have the economy to build it. He seems to be producing units still. So yeah, HerB has only just realized now, there's 2 technicals out very fast, that this must be a double arms dealer build. Straight away now, Rangers taking hits. Missile defenders get in with a laser lock, and 1 technical there falls on the right hand side. But HerB is on 2 supplies himself, so the economy's even. But if HerB even gets like 1 or 2 oils, straight away tips in his favor. The Ranger's pushing forward on the left-hand side. I like the thinking here, to be fair, from Moon Knight. Because if he just camps here now with loads of tentacles, what can HerB do exactly? Yeah, focus down the dozer. 1 tentacle here, 1 tentacle here to shut down the barracks. It's actually working okay. HerB's actually having to evac 1 dozer. It could be... What is he? It could be a Crusader out there next. Yeah, it is a Crusader. Are them tentacles going to be able to take it out? Probably would imagine so. Yeah, I actually like this from Moon Knight, but HerB picks up his Crusader with a Hellfire, which means it can now do damage from the air, and the tentacles can't shoot up, so he does need a quad with him. And HerB behind this is grabbing himself 1 oil. Dozer on the right hand side gets taken out as well, so HerB is dozerless. So HerB's under a lot of pressure, looking at maybe a second defeat here. Tentacles still roaming around. 3 Crusaders now in play. But at this point, could Moon Knight just completely back off? And just bunker up now that the opponent doesn't have a... Oh, he's got a super tech though. He's got a super tech. If he micros that super tech correctly, moving it back now, you can wreck all of these Crusaders. But is he going to micro it correctly? He's actually going deep into the base. Laserlock comes in here from HerB. Laserlock in 2 quads. Very, very quick. Super tech around the back is going to be used to kill the power plant. I actually really like the innovative play here from Moon Knight. I think it's very unexpected that a player would go for double arms dealer here. And HerB is taking so much damage. I don't know if he can come back from that. It's honestly unbelievable from Moon Knight. What a legendary play. I thought that was the last replay. I thought that was the last game, and I thought HerB was going to win 5-1. But it seems I've got more replays to find, and we're going to be continuing the set. That's legendary there from Moon Knight. Very well played indeed. Okay then, jumping into the next match. Yeah, I thought the set had ended there, but I'm actually downloading these replays as they're being played, so it's like super fresh for me. I literally do not know who's going to win, but I thought that was the last one, but apparently not. Up in the north now, Moon Knight with the China Vanilla might put an end to his stay here in the World Series, because China Vanilla, what is he against though? He is against... I don't know what he's against. Bit of a mystery. Is it a China Vanilla mirror? Or is he against an inf? Let's have a look. But yeah, we've got HerB down the south with the blue. Also China. What kind of a China? Yeah, he's infantry. Inf against China. And it's actually going to be a... Oh, War Factory. Okay, it's going to be a War Factory, not a Helix. Thought it was going to be a Helix there for a second. It's going to be a War Factory first from Moon Knight and a double War Factory from Moon Knight. Okay, so Moon Knight is expecting probably a double War Factory from HerB. So he's going to try and counter it with a double War Factory of his own. I think you have to try something as a China Vanilla. And I think a double War Factory is to be expected. But HerB's actually going to go for a more fully loaded outpost. Not completely full. Sending a few tank hunters here, there and everywhere looking for an aggressive War Factory. Because sometimes the China will try like a proxy War Factory on the right or something like that. But so far, HerB has scouted and not seen anything. It is 2 supplies, 2 War Factories from Moon Knight and into 2 GATs. So he would be covered against the Helix here. And he's also covered against a few dotted around inf units like this. So yeah, very nice. But the problem is, this fully loaded outpost, you need to make sure your outpost suicides on that one, and then your GATs group up and then take it out. It's harder for the China Vanilla to play here, for sure. Moon Knight is definitely up against it. Is that bunker going to be cancelled by Moon Knight on the left-hand side? It is. It's a bad play there by HerB, or not bad play, but it's just unfortunate, let's say, that GAT got there in time. One outpost looks like it might make it into the base. If it does and it kills a couple of trucks, it might be good night, Moon Knight. I did not mean for it to come out like that. But it might be. Even though it's night my time, it might actually be morning where he is. I know it's probably morning where HerB is in New Zealand. If it's 10 my time, you can see my time up there, 10:22. Okay, truck's pulled here from Moon Knight. Does get the crush on most of them, but there's still one alive. Those are still alive. Over on the left-hand side, it looks like HerB is held, and he's on 3 supplies. Looking pretty good there for HerB, I think. What the hell is that Dozer doing? I thought the Dozer had been taken out, but how the hell? How the hell has it got all the way down there? It's literally been driving along the road. Flamer here for Moon Knight. Man, Moon Knight does not want to lose here, does he? HerB has got to be feeling the pressure. HerB continuing to press with this flamer. Sorry, Moon Knight continuing to press with the flamer. But now the fully loaded outposts come into play. And the flamer gets shut down. Mainly GATs though, and outposts. The outpost over there gets shut down. Yeah, you don't want to lose all them GATs for free to these outposts for sure. I think HerB might sense blood with them, but there is an outpost here. Outpost is going to be popped open. Takes out all the infantry there of HerB. But HerB is now probably in too many aggressive places. The trucks here are going to go down. Probably these trucks are going to go down as well. Even those MiGs might be in danger. Looking bad for Moon Knight. He's just kind of chilling now with his GATs in the middle. Needs more defense on the flanks. MiGs are now up. Outpost goes down. But on the left-hand side, this one's still alive, and I think it's going to kill the Dozer now. And I think the other one's dead. Yeah, it is. It's going to be dozed and no MiGs. It's unrecoverable. That is it. GG. Yeah, that's it. Losing 2 MiGs. Other one takes off, but it's not going to be enough to kill that outpost. It actually re-stealths and the MiG lands. Nah. That is GG. Yeah, HerB's going to have to make some serious errors now to lose the game. Anything he kills now, any damage he does on the building is not going to be able to be repaired. I actually feel a bit sorry for Moon Knight because he actually played very good them last few games. This attack might do a bit of damage, might kill a truck, might kill a Dozer, might even kill that prop, but is it going to win the game? No, it's not. More outposts across the map, and Moon Knight is losing everything. He's even going to lose this whole attack just to a simple flamer over on the right. Yeah, well played to HerB, to be honest. He kept his cool, remained calm. I mean, the counter to HerB's build here would have been go MiGs from the start. But I think Moon Knight expected double war factory, so it's just one of them things, a bit of a build or a loss. Saying that, though, his defenses on the flanks could have been a little bit better. And if he'd have stopped the flanks units from coming in, saved his MiG, saved his Dozer. I also don't know what that aggressive Dozer was doing, quite, to be honest. But yeah, maybe he'd have had a better chance if he covered them flanks, covered them trucks. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and see you in the next one.